RMD and lifetime income. We've been working with quite a few clients recently who look a lot like this. They're in their late 50s or early 60s, still working with a high W-2 income job. And by now, they have built up their 401k worth about $2 million. At this point, everything feels pretty comfortable. They're still earning, the account's growing, they don't need to touch it. And honestly, if they do nothing and let it keep growing for another decade, it might double. Let's say by age 73, their 401k has grown to 4 million. Sounds great, right? But here's the part that most people miss. At age 73, the IRS will force you to start taking money out of that account through required minimum distributions, RMDs. Every dollar you pull out is taxed as ordinary income. So if your account has doubled by that time, RMDs kick in, you will be required to withdraw much larger amounts each year. That pushes your taxable income up, sometimes into the same or even higher tax bracket than when you were working. It can also trigger higher Medicare premiums through IRMAA. So suddenly your tax situation in retirement is anything but simple. Now, here is another layer of the problem that most people don't think through. When that RMD comes due each year, you have two main choices. Take it all at once, typically at the end of the year, hoping the money stays invested and it grows a little more, or spread it out evenly, pooling 1/12 each month. A lot of people instinctively pick the first option. Why not keep the money invested for as long as possible and collect the extra gains? The catch is this concentrates your entire year's risk on one withdrawal. If that year starts out strong but ends with a sharp decline, like down 10% or 15%, you're forced to pull out a large lump sum right at the worst point, locking in losses and giving up future recovery. Taking smaller monthly withdrawals might look a bit more conservative, but it smoothes out market volatility. If there is a dip in certain months, only a fraction of your money is impacted, and the rest stays invested, waiting for a rebound. This is what's called a sequence risk. In retirement, your biggest threat often isn't that you earned too low of an average return. It is that a bad sequence, a few bad years early on, can permanently damage your long-term cash flow. So how do you protect yourself beyond just timing your RMDs? This is where annuities play a strategic role. By taking part of that IRA or 401k balance and converting it into a lifetime income stream, you secure a monthly check that covers your essential expenses no matter what the market does. It means your day-to-day living isn't tied to whether the S&P 500 is up or down this quarter. And then the remaining IRA funds can still be subject to RMDs, but because you're using them evenly across the year, you're minimizing both the market risk and the chance of pushing your income into a higher tax bracket or triggering extra Medicare charges. So the bottom line is retirement planning isn't just about how big your account gets. It's about structuring how and when you take money out to balance market volatility, manage taxes, and keep your lifestyle predictable. Locking in a lifetime floor of income with an annuity, then smoothing out RMDs with monthly withdrawals is one of the most practical ways to protect yourself against both the IRS and unpredictable markets. You want to see how your own 401k could translate into guaranteed lifetime income? Use the email in my bio to schedule your 1 hour free consultation with me.